everyone, it's Mara Allard of Wind, Water, and Wisdom. And I know it's Friday, and I'm not doing Earthly Wisdom and Biogeometry Friday, and I'm going to tell you why. The energies that have been going on are challenging right now. They're challenging all of us. We're in between an eclipse portal. March 14th was the lunar eclipse, and March 29th is the solar eclipse. And it's asking us to change something, or transform something, or move past something that we've outgrown, that we may still yearn for or cling to or resist changing. This can be small. This could be a pattern, a habit, a belief we've outgrown, but we've had it all our life. It could be something bigger. It could be a relationship, a friendship, a work relationship, a partner. It could be a home that we've outgrown or a place that we live. It can be a job. The answers are endless. What have you simply outgrown and need to evolve? So eclipse is like you're evolving into a new way of being, a new habit, a new belief, a new home, a new job, a new way of living, a new way of showing up. For me, it's showing up. It's twofold for me. And I'll talk about that. So you can see how it plays out in my life and how it could be playing out in yours. Now, I had pulled cards for the eclipse portal for myself, but I feel like they're actually could be used for everyone. The cards I pulled on March 14th when we had the lunar eclipse, so just so you know the dates, the lunar or partial lunar eclipse was on the 14th of March, and the solar eclipse is on the 29th of March. So we're in the portal. So we're in between this phase. So you may be feeling the pressure now. We're like probably at the midpoint or close to it, of where we're feeling a little squeezed, like this doesn't feel good anymore, or I don't believe this is what I should be doing anymore. So if you're experiencing that, that's correct. You're at a place where you're being nudged to do something differently, and it can feel uncomfortable, and yet you deeply know that's what you need to do. So the cards I picked for the eclipse for myself, I'll share with you because I feel it for everybody. The Trickster, which is the challenge, in the West, which is the purge. Where is your challenge and how do you purge it from your life? It couldn't be any more clearer. So for me, it's twofold. I have been a realtor since 2014. So for 11 years. And it has been a huge source of abundance for me. It's been a big part of my identity. It is given and graced me with so much in my life. And in 2022, I walked away from that. And I said I wasn't going back. But the trickster comes. And the head says something and the heart says something else. And so I listened to the head. And I said, I'll go back and I'll do it a different way. And I have been. On a smaller scale than I used to. But I'm doing a deal now, and I'm going to be doing 2 more deals in the next month or 2. And I realize, although I can do it, and do it well, and there's a part of me that knows it and it's very familiar, it doesn't fill my cup and my heart anymore. It used to fill my heart. It used to light me up. And now it's something I can do well, and I enjoy helping people, but my heart isn't in it. My head is, but my heart isn't. So I will finish out. I now know the trickster it came back to me very recently, these 3 deals, and it was like, hey, and my head's like, yes, money, and like security, and ego, and then purge comes calling. Is it really what you want? Is it your deepest belief that this is what you want? And it's not. In my heart, it's not. So after I do these deals, I'm going to close that door. I'm going to close that chapter. I'm going to honor it. So again, when something's coming to a close, ritualize it, honor it, thank it for what it has done for you. thank you, this career of mine that has provided me with things beyond my wildest dreams, for opportunities, for the people I met, the most amazing people, some of my dearest friends I met in my career. It gave me abundance so that I was able to walk into a different lifestyle. It gave me confidence. So I say thank you for that. The other thing that has been coming up is this video on Friday. If you've been following me from the beginning, I started with feng shui and then I went to biogeometry, and they are still tools in my toolbox. See, my voice is going to go when I speak my truth. When I speak my truth, my voice starts to go. And this is where my truth is wavering, not with the real estate. The real estate is like, I know what I want to do, but this one is harder because this is how I started and this is how I'm growing. I started with feng shui, I moved into biogeometry, and then it got harder. Again, I got these followers, and I know there's people out there watching who love my Friday videos for that, and they will always be tools in my toolbox, and they are always going to be woven through what I do. But when I come to Fridays and I get stressed out because I don't know what to do, and I don't have an idea, then it doesn't light me up. This is lighting me up right now. This is what I want to talk about. But I was like, I didn't want to disappoint people. The trickster. You have to show up the way people want you to show up. The purge. Letting go of the belief that I know what people want. And then if people only follow me for that, then they can go find someone else to follow. And it's all okay, because the right people will find me and follow me. So I invite you, as I'm being very vulnerable and honest here during this eclipse portal, to get vulnerable and honest with yourself. Where are you staying in a relationship with something that no longer serves you? How can you move past that to show up in a relationship with yourself that serves you, that makes you happy and lights you up and brings you joy? For me, when I show up and I'm honest and I'm vulnerable and I speak my truth, I feel better. If I disappoint people that I may not be doing biogeometry videos or earthly wisdom videos every single Friday, it's okay. I'm okay with that, because I'm not going to stress anymore when it comes to Friday. And if I don't do a video on Friday, I still won't stress. The expectations we put on ourselves are the hardest things. And if you ask me what lights me up right now, I've been doing these guided meditations, activations for people, where I ask their guides and angels to work through me on them, and I can feel these releases in their throat chakra, in their aura, in their root chakra. I've felt grounding into the earth, and I really believe that I can make a difference helping people do that. So that's where I'm going to put some focus on. So I wish you a beautiful Friday, and that you start to look at the parts of you that you've outgrown and what version of the new self you can grow into. Happy Eclipse Portal.